Good day. My name is Genesis Itumbaga, and right now I am making a reflection video on application in military weaponry. And the paper that was attached to me was about the laws or the lethal autonomous weapon system, artificial intelligence and weapon systems, and new challenges for arms control. So I will be sharing to you the takeaways that I have for this paper and also my insight and my views about this particular topic. Okay, let's start. Okay, so I have here a three takeaways from attached paper. So later on, I will elaborate uh, each of this. So first, artificial intelligence must not be put in an offensive weapon systems. Number two, we must ban the use of autonomous weapon systems. And number three, there are lines we must not cross. Okay, so let's go to my first takeaway. So my my first takeaway was artificial intelligence must not be put in unoffensive weapon systems. So well, if we if we say that it's an offensive weapon system, it means that uh, it can find it, it can find the target, it can lock the target, it can select and engage. And since it's an AI can decide whether it it, it will be killed or not. Because most of the weapon systems right now is what we call the defensive weapon system, like the Iron Dome in Israel. Their weapon systems about uh, missile interception, where they uh, they protect their country in other countries attack. So I think uh, artificial intelligence must always be put on defensive in order to protect anyone, in order to protect any countries or any place that is always that will be vulnerable from outside attack. But if we say that an AI system or weapon systems that uh, is an offensive, for let's say for example a swarm of drones, or something like a four-legged robot with a armalite in its back. So maybe we are maybe it's not uh, maybe we are creating our next nightmare. So just like what happened in the fiction movies like Terminator, where the AI go rogue, the Avengers movie like uh, Ultron, where he decides to kill all the humans. So maybe Elon Musk is correct. If AI or artificial intelligence is not put in check, maybe we are just endangering our species. So uh, if we put something like uh, super advanced AI in an offensive weapon systems, I think it can decide itself that it can kill any human that it decides. And maybe if we do that, maybe there will come a time that uh, it will be too late for us. Okay, then uh, my second takeaway is we must ban the use of autonomous weapon systems. Why? Because uh, laws or lethal autonomous weapon systems are being developed anywhere here in it is being developed anywhere here in other countries, like especially in USA, China, EU, in different states. We cannot we cannot forbid them in developing their own weapon systems, but we must use we must ban the use of it in international uh, or foreign soil. Why? Because the use of autonomous weapon systems may incite another war from neighboring countries or neighboring continent. If we allow, if we regulate it, then it can be used to it it can be used politically. It can be used to gain power for in specific for a political advantage, for like for example the nuclear superpowered nations like uh, Russia, US. They have so-called a nuclear they have nukes. They can use it to leverage anything. So what if they take hostage for they what if they plan to attack another country, then that country must concede or must surrender for them to not be destroyed. But if we ban the use of any autonomous weapon systems, then they can be what you call this, they can be they they will have the responsibility in using this, and they cannot use it uh, anytime they want. They cannot use it when they are angry in another nation, because there's a ban in using it. So I think the international community uh, must must ban uh, this kind of weapon systems, because it can endanger uh, all of us, especially if it advances and we couldn't catch up to it. Maybe we're just creating another nightmare. And the third the third and final is, there are line we must not cross. I think that as a human being, we should not let AI or artificial intelligence to choose whether someone's life may go, or someone's life uh, may take, because if we allow AI to decide who lives and who die, maybe uh, we cannot we cannot control, and maybe we can lose our humanity. Maybe artificial intelligence for me is not that bad, because most of the time it can help, it can assist the soldier, especially in their rifle, in their arms, and their pistol. They can be of assistance. But once we let once we let AI take over in some kind of weapon systems, then what if that systems get hacked? What if that systems or the AI get wrong? What if uh, there are so many variables that in con- we should be considered for before we deploy this kind of things, because it's for our own. So all in all, in my conclusion, I am agreeing in the group of international communities where they they want to ban this kind of systems, because ethically speaking, we should not let AI or any anything that could endanger our entire species. For what? For advancement of technology. Maybe the development of artificial intelligence in any weapon systems is something like semi-automatic. I mean, the final call must always be a person. For example, someone in uh, a military, someone with a military experience, or someone in the service in the military service, because they will always know what's right or what's wrong. They can always be ethical because they are their person. And in the coming years, I think that we cannot we cannot forbid, we cannot let, or we cannot uh, tell other nations to, hey, you cannot develop something like that. But at least our international community, especially the UN, may must take side that we must ban the use of this kind of system, because if it gets into the wrong hand, or if the for example the terrorist group uh, get their hand in this kind of technology, maybe the movies or the science fiction that we are watching in the films are not fictional anymore. So I think that as a future inventor, as a computer engineer, I think uh, we should always consider what we are doing, what we are inventing, and we should always use the AI or the artificial intelligence in the betterment of our society, in the betterment of our life, not in the warfare. Because uh, in warfare we always lose, and what we lose is what we lose in war is can't be replaced by something called technology. So I think that's my views, my insight, and my analysis about this kind of uh, topic. And thank you for listening.